Now we're going to talk about oxygen. Oxygen has an atomic number of 8 and an atomic weight of 16. Now, if you're ready to think outside the box, here's what's in the box. We've got to think outside this. If you go with the old magic atom that they teach in school, the difference between it and nitrogen, the atom we talked about before it, you have one more proton, one more neutron, and one little extra ball that comes around. Now, oxygen has a valence of -2. And let's think, nitrogen has a valence of -3. So when you add one more electron on the outside, why do we lose one of our connection points? I don't know. I'm not going to try and explain this thing. I'm going to put it back in the box for you. And what I'm going to do is I am going to show you the properties of oxygen, why it's a gas, why it hooks to 2 other elements, and it's going to be easy to understand. Now, oxygen has several properties. One of them is it's usually a gas. That means it has to have a low density. That means the proton rings are going to have to be spread out. And it's going to have to be able to hook to 2 other elements. So the proton ring configuration that satisfies those properties is an L16. So if you look here, you will see 16 proton rings all hooked together in one leg. Now, what are they capable of doing here? It's bendable, it's flexible, and you have 2 ends here. Each end will be able to hook to another element. Now, when we get into compounds, one of the things we're going to find out is, if you come over here like so, you hook them in, we're going to see this is how the key ring atom hooks to the other ones. It is a shared electron ring, and that's going to hold it in place. Now, if we were having oxygen, it was going to have O2. Got any idea where this end would hook to? We're going to explain that in more detail when we get to compounds. And as you can see, this atom, oxygen, answers lots of questions due to the configuration of the proton rings. It's very simple. Oxygen is the 8th element that we've done. And as you can see, the proton ring configuration defines the properties of the atom. It's the correct geometry. The correct geometry makes it what it is. It makes it act. How it's going to act chemically with everything else. And that's what you got to do. You got to have the correct geometry. Because remember, physics and chemistry are easy with the correct geometry.